I get it.
Welcome to Volskaya Industries. Would you like to live in a house like that, Achilleos?
You know, it's a little done up for my taste, but it's quite sizable.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
I like the library. That's pretty nice.
That is neat.
I don't know if I'll ever own enough books to actually fill that library.
I want to have a big library someday.
Like, if you have a library that size,
yeah,
you know, you just kind of hit the point where you just go to like yard sales or like little book sales in small stores and just buy as many books as possible just so it looks filled.
Probably. I would have a giant library like that. I would have a big, red, dark, like blood red leather chair that I would sit in like a nice like smoking jacket, but I wouldn't smoke because I don't smoke. And I would sit there in my library and I would play Game Boy.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yep. McCree might not approve. He likes smoking.
Oh, well.
He wants to have a
I
nice
thought you meant
cigar
about
lounge.
my video game choices.
Oh, well, I mean, I mean, maybe McCree's not actually that big into video games despite being
I don't think he is.
That's Diva's realm.
That's true. We know that for a fact. Well, Afreeca Red on the offense on their map choice. Again, Volskaya Industries. See what they can get done going with the Ty Genji, Toon Tracer one more time. And I gotta say, you know, as a Toon is looking today, he's not quite looking as impressive as we normally see.
Oh no, he looked completely dominant in the promotion tournament, but he's really been falling flat today.
Yeah.
So he's looking for that flank coming here on the backhand side. To really just get in behind Lunatic-Hai on that high ground, maybe force him to drop down, but Taejun coming in on the right. See, Lunatic-Hai will go ahead, plop down.
Yeah. Oh, there's
nice hook.
But the shield. Nice save.
Now Taejun.
That's a problem. Yep.
Gets corn, gets taken out. Could be really good for Freecs Red.
Yeah. Oh, there goes Miro. And Afreeca Red finally started to bring in some of the kills.
Kind of just trading back 1-for-1 at the moment. You can see on the kill feed, just, you know, one from Afreeca, one from Lunatic-Hai.
Yeah.
But Afreeca is still getting a lot of time spent on this point. It's going to be 2 ticks coming through. Who are you trying to delay as best as possible? And they'll get taken out, and that should just be the point A cap coming through for Afreeca. So nicely done by them, cap it in just under 2 minutes, and that's going to give them just under 7 to go ahead and push forward and take point B.
This is not a result that Lunatic-Hai wanted, man. I mean, you lose that point A really fast, and as hard as point B on Volskaya is to take, 7 minutes is usually enough time for most pro teams to make it happen.
Seen some miracle holds in the past, though.
Oh, yeah.
So it certainly is possible. I mean, Dala getting picked like that, that's certainly going to put a bit of a stop on it for Afreeca Freecs. So who are you? Nice target selection. Just identifying the enemy Genji, gets on top of him, takes him out.
I mean, this is one of those point Bs like you see on a lot of assault maps where even if you get that huge team fight win, you still have to deal with respawns before you're able to get the whole control meter built up. And as Lunatic-Hai pushes out the rest of Afreeca Red here, you got to imagine Afreeca Red is just trying to build up some ults for that big push. They've got plenty of time to do it. So no need to try to rush things.
Yeah, I mean, they can take their time with this, and that is the good thing. I mean, obviously, you want to cap this as quickly as possible so you don't have a scenario like King's Row where you both have a minute on the board. But this does give them time to build up. You can see they're doing just that. Take this at the moment the furthest away from his ultimate with that Diva, but just got a hell of a lot of percentage right there as he bumps up to over 75. It's like if this could just be a 6 ulti push and maybe 6 ulti defense here. As Miro is just 20% away from that Earth Shatter.
Wow, Toon, and there we go. Ty coming in with the Dragon Blade. He's got that Sunberry to keep him safe. There goes Toby. So Afreeca Red looking for a little bit more. Kills on both sides, so it has just been a bloodbath.
But that's a 3-for-1. 4-for-1 actually, as Lunatic-Hai just really come out on top of that one, so they stop it right in its tracks. And there's only going to be 2 ultimates left for Afreeca Freecs. They used everything to try to get the point, just about everything.
Well, they've got the big bang yet.
It's true.
Oh, Jaehong, did you just get a kill at the end there? Man. A parting blow and a salute from Jaehong. You know, way back at the Overwatch World Cup at BlizzCon, you know, we heard other players, I forget who it was, from other nations say Jaehong just gets kills on that Ana that you're not supposed to be able to get. He's such an offensive threat, as well as being able to be this great healer to keep his team alive.
I mean, one of the hardest things to do is lining up those sleep darts. You can see it time and time again. It doesn't matter if it's a charging target, if it's a Tracer or a Genji. He can still just line up those sleep darts and just get those solo kills, you know, just plops them on the ground, throws out that biotic grenade, gets the hit, and just comes up with a solo kill. So he truly has leveled up Ana. He's taken Ana from what Blizzard wanted her to be and kind of evolved her into something else.
Here we go, looking for it. Jaehong drops a biotic grenade, and Attune has to recall immediately. He's trying to find a place to plant that pulse bomb.
Miro looking like a pretty prime target if you just get in there and not have to worry about the shield.
Right, dodges the Earth Shatter. Lunatic-Hai sucked into the Graviton Surge. There's a big biotic grenade. Where's the follow-up? Looks like they've got it. Self-destruct, and the takedown take this with it.
There's still 3 kills coming in for Afreeca. Freecs, they'll see if they can tack more onto the board. The respawns have been coming through. Dala finds a kill onto Toby, finds one onto Who Are You. Things are looking really good for them at the moment. Lunatic-Hai scrambling back to the point, trying to buy as much time as they possibly can.
Well, Miro did buy a lot of time. The respawns are coming in from Lunatic-Hai now, and
that's first tick.
As we see Taejun run for it.
Yeah, he's heading for the hill. Second tick has almost been taken. Dala, though, gets popped off the map. Miro coming up with that kill. And that's going to be a pretty big pickoff there by Lunatic-Hai. Pulse Bomb comes out, won't find a kill, however. It looks like Lunatic might just be able to hold on to this second tick for a bit longer.
Oh, yeah.
As they shove Afreeca Freecs back. Taejun coming up with that tack visor, finds a double kill, trying to make it a triple to hunt down Attune. Might be able to do it in the end. There we go. Help from Who Are You comes up with the kill.
Yeah, so 3
only
minutes.
1 tick.
Yeah.
That's over half the time bank that Afreeca Freecs came into this with.
I bet. Zumba got knocked off somehow at the end there. Might have just, he probably just died to get his suit back. Yeah. Get it back a little bit faster that way, even if you are on defense. You get desuited as D.Va on point B on this map. Here comes Afreeca Red again. No ults to work with yet.
Oh, that's an Nano boost going forward. Yep. Onto Who Are You, but he gets slept. Nice shot by Na'Vi.
Yeah, good sleep dart as Afreeca Red comes in, not having to worry about that nano boost on the Genji for a while. Jaehong does go down. Attune with a crucial kill there as Tidalr harasses the backlines. Lunatic-Hai drops the sound barrier to try to keep what players they have remaining safe. Tidalr does have to disengage. He is a little bit low, but he's nearly got that Dragon Blade as Afreeca Red continues the attack. Attune looking for one on the Lagermain there. I don't know if he quite caught it, or never mind, that was on a Toby, my bad. The tail of 2 Lucios. And yeah, Afreeca Red, in the end, just having to back away.
Oh boy, Who Are You getting that exit kill onto Attune? Nicely done here, as they'll also get Na'Vi. They're really trying to stagger these respawns as best as they can. Get Quartermain, that's so crucial for Lunatic-Hai as we're in minus 2 minute territory here for Afreeca Freecs on this push. Still have 2 ultimates, almost 3 with that Dragon Blade about to come up here for Lunatic-Hai.
Well, this would be a pretty epic hold for Lunatic-Hai if they're able to pull it off. Afreeca Red is coming in right now with a lot of ultimates to work with, but they really need to make this next push work. Next time they dedicate ults to a push is going to probably be their last chance to get this second point. I
mean, they used 4 on their first push and they weren't able to come up with the cap, so if Lunatic-Hai can play it as well as they did the first time around, then they very well could hold through this. Minute, 10 seconds left on the clock. Dala starting things off as he takes out Toby, looking for another kill on the Jaehong, is able to come up with it with the help from Quartermain. 3 kills picked up for Afreeca Freecs Red, and they are looking to end this right here, right now with this cap on the point.
That's looking okay so far. Taejun manages to delay for a little bit, but now the control meter building. Here comes Who Are You back in there again at the Dragon's Blade, takes down Na'Vi, looking for more. Still has a lot of health remaining, about half now, and Miro back in the fight again. Tracer removed from the equation, and Afreeca Red has not been successful here. There goes Lagerman. And yeah, the spawns being very well staggered yet again by Lunatic-Hai. Take this, running for his life. Oh, they're trying to body block him to keep him from jumping off.
This is so smart by Lunatic-Hai. He just wanted to go execute off the side of the map, but they completely lock him up. There's 20 seconds left. He won't be able to take place in this push.
This is so dirty. Oh, man. It hurts bad.
That was disgustingly good by Lunatic-Hai. Toby booping him back, just body blocking him in the middle of the corridor. That is crippling. Take this just now respawns. There's 10 seconds left on the clock.
Take this is going to have nightmares about that moment for weeks. Lunatic-Hai looking like they're going to be able to defend this easily. Last-ditch effort coming in, and they get to it just in time. Attune on the point to force overtime. Sound barrier immediately dropped by Lunatic-Hai, though, and Lagerman's going to take a nap as the Graviton Surge comes in.
They got Jaehong, though.
Yeah, they have. Attune, they're starting off okay. Man, if they can take it now, that'd be crazy. They've got 2 ticks on the control meter, and they're fighting back, though. Miro does take out the Lucia Quartermain, going down. It's a brawl on the point right now. Attune not surviving, and Lunatic-Hai with that self-destruct should be able to do it. There it is, and Lunatic-Hai holds. It was close at the end. Afreeca Red, it did not make it easy, but that's only 1 point that they come away with.
About 7 minutes on the clock, and Afreeca Freecs Red can't make it happen, Doa. And I mean, a big part of that was just shutting out Take This after popping that mech. Beautiful decision-making, beautiful communication by Lunatic-Hai to all be on the same page. Body blocker, and really stagger that respawn. That really helped cripple Afreeca Freecs. But you can see, even aside from that, it just seems like Afreeca Freecs are just getting outclassed by Lunatic-Hai.
We see people kind of play around with the mini diva and keep her from dying, keep her from respawning with her team. But that was another level, man. That was brutal.
I have never seen it as bad as that. I mean, sometimes you get the sleep dart hits her, and then everybody just kind of like stands around, dances around for a little bit, and then you kill her. But actually running in front of her and body blocking her in that corridor, I have not seen that before, and that was just wonderful.
And so Lunatic-Hai moves on the offense now, and we're gonna probably see Jaehong, of course, on that Zenyatta. $5 on the Sombra would be very interesting. Maybe a way to possibly handle that Zenyatta if we see it come out. But Lunatic-Hai kind of playing around with their picks right now, I think. But I assume what we're going to see is the Genji Tracer again, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Jaehong on the Zenyatta, just because, again, you have that Orb of Harmony. You can keep people healed without needing the line of sight when you assault a point on a map like Volskaya.
I mean, it's 20 seconds left on the clock. Dala is committed into this Sombra.
Yeah.
So he's going to be looking to hack that first medkit, this 200 HP one, right off the bat so that his team can constantly pick this up. But this is such a risky move. I mean, this is match point. If Lunatic-Hai get the double cap, they win the set 3-0. So they are just putting all of their eggs into the Sombra basket.
Well, it's good. I mean, you can use the EMP as well to do things like remove the Lucio shield. And wow, he's getting in the back lines right away. Just slowing down Lunatic-Hai push as much as he possibly can. Can always go back and get that health pack. Because it is hacked, it'll come back faster. I'm really curious to see if this is going to work. I like it. It's unique.
I mean, like I said, it's just such a huge risk. If he gets picked off, I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote. Lunatic-Hai already coming in. They get 2 kills picked up. Dala is dead. You can expect he's going to be swapping off of that Sombra immediately. You can see a bit of a look of disappointment on his face, and that's going to be a really fast cap coming through for Lunatic-Hai.
I mean, conceptually, you can see how it has probably worked for them in scrims, but Lunatic-Hai just finding that Sombra and getting the pick way too fast for Afreeca to handle, and now it's going to be another 7 minutes. To be fair, Afreeca Red took point A about that speed as well. So now, Lunatic-Hai has just as much time to try to take that point too.
Yep, 7 minutes on the clock. They're already going to start pushing forward. Still a ways away from getting any ultimates up other than that pulse bomb because they just took the first point so fast.
Yeah, having that Transcendence on the push is going to be super crucial there too. Whoa, Pulse Bomb used immediately for not much effect, but who are you? Has 2 kills already. They want to try to keep this momentum going. Gotta avoid the self-destruct there. Miro does go down just before that. And Afreeca Red trying to fight back.
This is wreaking havoc, trying to really just eliminate Lagerman. Oh, gets smacked.
Ouch. Some big muscles to get hit with. You're a skinny little ninja. And who are you? Has to back away.
Yeah, I mean,
Simba jumping off. There's the reset.
Dala coming back in. There we go. See, the Genji just makes too much sense for him because he's so good at playing the Genji that it kind of is just extra confusing that they would try the Sombra. Like you said, maybe it's something that they've run during their scrims that has paid off for them. But
I'm sure it's worked in scrims. I mean, you can really see what the plan was there, and it's not, on paper, it's not a bad plan. But yeah, you can't lose the Sombra early if you want it to work.
Yeah.
So, Jaehong has the Transcendence. Obviously, it can be negated by a good biotic grenade from Navi, so you got to be a little bit careful with how you use it. But it's something that can help you take the point and survive the respawns, that's for sure.
Sure, right now, trying to that 1v1 duel perhaps with Dala. He's going to get jumped on.
You got to watch out for that diva.
Yeah, Take This runs into his face, but Miro, he's able to take out Dala. That's going to be a really crucial pickup for Lunatic-Hai as they try to push forward. Who are you? Popping the Dragon Blade. The Transcendence comes through. Looks like there is a biotic grenade to try to deny some of the healing, but for the most part, they'll be okay. Take out Navi.
They're in the Graviton Surge right now, yeah. So they backed away from the self-destruct, but they ran right into the Graviton Surge from Lagerman, and that was the end of that attack for Lunatic-Hai. And now I think, Jaehong immediately switching onto the Ana. you know, use the Transcendence once, and if it doesn't get what you're looking for, Anna's a better pick to go with on point B here usually. But Afreeca Red, you know, very well thought out defense.
Yep. No tick's going to come through for Lunatic-Hai.
Not yet.
So the hopes of them fully defending this second point.
Oh, and who are you?
Are alive.
Over on the McCree now.
Okay. Going to be swapping off of the Genji.
Yeah. Jaehong on the, or Taejun rather, on the Roadhog as well. So looking for those picks. And if you can make a pick on the Tracer, on the Ana, or something like that, really make it a lot easier for your team. But who are you? Nothing easy there. Zatoon gets a defensive kill for Afreeca Red.
Good fight. Just completely shut him out, and now you can see Miro too far forward and get shoved back by Take This with the charge, and they get rid of him. So Reinhardt going to be eliminated. Delay him from coming back in for a considerable amount of time.
Man, you know, if this does end up being a 3-0, this is going to be an extremely close 3-0. Both of these teams, you know, so far looking very even up. Strategically, individual skill-wise, I would say. Afreeca Red, you know, maybe you could argue underperforming a little bit up until this point, but they're looking good here.
Taejun goes low, and that biotic grenade on him, so we'll get a bit of healing coming through from Who Are You?
Ty Dollar goes down, a little bit worrisome for Afreeca Red.
Self-destruct gets thrown out, blocked off by Miro.
Jaehong with the kill into a tune, too. Lunatic-Hai. I may have cast or cursed Afreeca Red there. Sorry, guys. Strong push so far from Lunatic-Hai. Oh, but there's a big Graviton surge. 4 members.
But the shield is in for Miro. That's blocking him out immediately.
Yeah, no real follow-up from Afreeca Red.
He's getting a pick here as Taejun goes down. Graviton surge thrown out by Zunba, but
nobody
doesn't catch anyone. That could be absolutely crucial here for Afreeca Freecs to bounce back and maintain this defense. You can see Lunatic-Hai, they managed to get the first tick, but not much else coming from it quite yet. All of the respawns have come through from Afreeca Freecs, and they're still holding on for dear life at the moment. Attack Visor coming up from Who Are You, trying to just get rid of Ty Dollar, but he's got that sound barrier. He has that projected barrier coming through, and that is going to be the soldier falling.
You know, one of the issues as we see Lunatic-Hai's push kind of get stuffed here, Ty Dollar finishing him off, is that Who Are You is being a little bit indecisive about his hero picks right now. We saw him try the McCree. Now we saw him try the Soldier 76. Now he's back on the Genji. So just a bit of unsurety from the Lunatic-Hai side on just how they want to approach this point too, and it's costing him a lot. I mean, Who Are You? It's tough to build ultimates that fast.
Yep. Oh, Ryo Jae-Hong finds the second shot onto a tune, clips him right before he can get around the corner. A nice pickup, but still not enough to push off of, but just showing a bit of style there.
Yeah. Going for it. Gets another one on the quarter main.
All right, maybe that's enough to push off of. Gonna have that.
Yeah, Ty Dollar
goes out the salute.
He knows he won that one. Oh, going for it though. This was a sleep dart. It's a duel, man. Anna's a defensive threat, and he wins it. Jaehong just a god on this Ana. Holy cow.
Absolutely just destroys 3 members by himself, and there we go.
Give that man a nano boost. And that is it. Lunatic-Hai is going to take this one